What happens if I start streaming? What happens? Let's see. Oh. It's streaming right now, bro? Crazy. So what happens if I find it on my phone? Does this appear in vertical feed? That is the question. Let's see if this works. If this works, this will be fire. Yeah, it does. Let's see if this works. If this works, this will be fire. Alright, I'm gonna test this, see how it sounds. Okay. Oh, wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. This is crazy. So that's not exporting for whatever reason.
Taking too much, I'm hazy. Thought I swore off the stuff, this is crazy. Am I falling in love? Give me a hit of your sweet little lips.
Cool. Man. I'm going to monitor the live stream here. I'm glad it appears on vertical. Now what happens if I go to, I need to change the video resolution. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that, bro. What the heck? All right. Where can I view this stream easy? Oh no, I just jacked up my faders. QnA, prepping for stuff. I really need to change that thumbnail. That thumbnail is not correct. That's not right. That's not right. Why can't I manage the thumbnail from... Why can't I manage the live from my phone? I want to manage the live from my phone. That's really annoying. Whatever. Here's the song that I'm going to be working on tomorrow with the client. You can just listen to this.
Baby, you're my new favorite drug, and maybe I've been taking too much, I'm hazy. Thought I swore off the stuff, this is crazy. Am I falling in love? Give me a hit of your sweet little lips. Make me submit to the curves of your hips. The morning is distant, abandoned commitment. Tonight you're my missus, I'll bathe you in kisses. A sweetie and a genie, cause you grant all my wishes. A meeting that is fleeting, give some bliss to existence. Toxic, but I keep coming back. Obnoxious, but she warms up my bed, I'm cautious. Heart is under attack, thoughtless. Get me out of my head.
This is bridge. This is mostly what we're working on tomorrow. These vocals are all just scratch vocals. We use them to help write the rest of this. And we're filling out the rest of the song tomorrow. Tomorrow, which is basically today.
Sweet little lips, make me submit to the curves of your hips. The morning is distant, favorite drug.
Let's not have that repeat right now. I'm trying to change the thumbnail for this right now because it's not what it's supposed to be. It's like mixing a 100-track session. It's like, nope, that was before. That is not now. Let's see. Trying to find like one that's like generic that I can use. None of these are really, not really vibing with these. Actually, no, that's generic. I'm a vibe with that. File is bigger than 2 megabytes. Of course it is. Of course it is. How wonderful. For the people that are here, what are you guys up to? What's going on tonight? Anyone doing audio, music stuffs? I need to look for a JPEG. Because apparently screenshotted files on this computer are too big. You know what? I'm going to use this one. That one's bigger than 2 megabytes too? Are you serious? Dude, YouTube's got to change this whole 2 megabyte ridiculousness for thumbnails. It's just stupid. There's no way their servers are going to explode by changing it to like 3 megabytes or something. What is this? Gear rental pics. Man, what's everybody doing? What is everybody doing? You know, I'll just let you all listen to this Wurlitzer and Rhodes over and over again. That's what you can hear. Oh yeah. Getting sexy tonight. Oh yeah. Studio pics. Dude, why are these megabytes so megabyting right now? I'm just gonna have to come up with like a plethora of thumbnails for vertical live streams because it's just stupid. No, it's gonna be perfect. You know what? Y'all can just see me edit the dumb thumbnail right here. Just opening Photoshop right now. Just opening it right now. I'm gonna load this guy in here. I said load this guy. There we go. All I'm gonna do is export that. That's it. I'm not even gonna think too hard about it. You gotta put it at 6 quality, because if you put it at 7 quality, then YouTube's like, it's too big. Desktop. It's just called The Stew. Alright, let's see. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. How we looking? Where is it at? Is that it? No. The Stew. Oh yeah. Come on, baby. And somehow it's not popping up. YouTube makes life so hard. Thank you, YouTube, for what is going on, bro? This is lobotomizing. Am I gonna have to just do this again? export this? Okay. Okay. Why did it export there? It's a stew 2. That's what it's gonna be called. Alright. Get out of here. The Dark Knight. That'll be the thumbnail, guys. The Dark Knight. There you go. Cool. That got fixed. I really wish I could like view everything that's happening on my phone, but it won't let me. Who's kid? Or who am I kidding? Nothing's happening. That's crazy. If anyone wants to ask any questions, bro, I'm here. I am here. There you go. Doesn't have juice. Yeah, that works. Like have it like that. Yeah, that'll be fire. Ooh, I need to turn on the fan because it's getting toasty in here. Will people just care if I just start playing the roads? Oh my gosh. What in the latency? What in the... Bro, this is like... This latency's crazy. What are y'all up to? To the two people that are here. You know what? What if I play all three at once? Ooh, that's nice. I can't even see my keyboard. I have to like scoot back. I got to scoot back, man. I got to scoot it back. Well, live stream's good. Everything will be good tomorrow. Ask me questions if you're here for audio. Here's the saxophone for this track. We might actually axe the sax.
Curves of your hips
saxophone might go. Like, I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. Yeah, it has a different vibe when I just get rid of the sax.
Give me a hit of your sweet little lips. Make me submit to the curves of your hips. The morning is distant, abandoned commitment. Tonight you're my missus, I'll bathe you in kisses. A sweetie and a genie, cause you grant all my wishes. A meeting that is fleeting, give some bliss to existence. Toxic, but I keep coming back, obnoxious.
Yeah, I think I want to take the sax out. When the artist comes tomorrow, I'm gonna tell him, be like, yo. And I played the sax. I honestly want to take it out. Lipe Fila says, bro, it's cooking. Bro, we were cooking last time. We have to finish this. The client tomorrow is gonna come by, and we're gonna, wrap up writing the song. But I was just talking about how I think I need to cut the sax. The composition we have it here so far is we got some drums, super chill, and that changes in the second chorus. So we got that, and we got this like Motown kind of bass. Like Motown / funk, which is kind of weird. What key are we in? I don't know. It's a good question. Let's figure it out.
Because you give me a hit of your sweet little.
What is this? Because we're not. I literally haven't even looked at this session for a couple weeks because I just got the client back. So. I think it's C minor. I mean A minor, sorry. Well, I don't actually want like a Motown bass line. It was more so just a rounder tone. Definitely don't want like an actual Motown bass line. We wanted it to have some movement. So it swings a little bit. Got a little upright. It's more like R&B, but I just wanted that roundness of the low end from the bass. That's what I meant by like Motown. So if we just have only the instrumental part here. Last cadence is a change.
a hit of your sweet little lips. Make me submit to the curves of your hips. The morning is distant, abandoned commitment. Tonight you're my missus, I'll bathe you in kisses. A sweetie and a genie, cause you grant all my wishes. A meeting that is fleeting, just some bliss to existence.
It's kind of like reacquainting myself with the track. Just kind of going over it again.
Toxic, but I keep coming back. Obnoxious, but she warms up my bed. I'm cautious, heart is under.
I also had a sax here. No, I played it earlier, but I don't know. I'm not really feeling the sax anymore. It makes it kind of feel like what's the word? Makes it feel very elevator music-y.
Give me a hit of your sweet little lips. Make me submit to the curves of your hips. The morning is distant, abandoned commitment. Tonight you're my missus, I'll bathe you in kisses. A sweetie.
That last 4-count cadence. I'll take out the vocals for that. You can really hear it there, and then when it resolves on the one,
a sweetie and a genie.
Take the vocal out again. All that rub, that way when it hits on the one, still get the jazzy chords with the rub on the one, but there's just so much rub there in that last cadence that it's like the less rub that you get still feels like a resolution. Yeah, the whole root of the entire song is literally this. Maybe you need some. I can't even read it. It's so far from my screen. I have to like drag it in here. Harmon mute trumpet like Miles Davis. Mute trumpet would be cool. I'll have to ask the artist tomorrow what he wants to do. It's not my song. I've just been helping him produce it. But the one thing, if he did have the budget, that we were gonna do is get an actual upright bassist, because I'm like using this programmed upright to tie in. I have that. I have this sub bass, and then obviously the rounder Motown-ish, but it's played like funk. Motown tone with a funk like actual execution. Then all three you get the. But we really want this upright to be like an actual upright. That'd be really sick. Layering the upright, the sub bass for consistency, and the electric. It's actually a Aerodyne jazz bass, so it's half P bass, half jazz bass. But yeah, that'll be cool. I think. What did it say? It's like 9th and 11th sound great on minor chords. Oh yeah, like give me all the major seconds. Give me all the major second rubs. The more rubs you can give me, happier I'll be. I'm gonna take the reverb down on this. Yeah, that with this is cool. Give some context. Just a bit too much. Again, I don't want to touch any of these things until the client's here tomorrow. I'll actually go live tomorrow. Like, that's what this is for, is do that while he's here and kind of like see what the whole real session looks like whenever you're doing it for real, for real. So maybe you need a bass line that sounds like Nathan Easter, Freddie Washington. I think we're set on the bass line. That would just completely change the entire song. You'd have to change the drums. You'd have to change everything. So, like, in terms of the chorus, this is basically locked outside of what we're talking about, like, for the sax. Yeah, changing the bass line to where it's so interlocked with the drums right now would just, it wouldn't even be the same song anymore. Yeah, the rhythm section's locked in. They're like best buddies right now. They're best buddies. What is this? Oh, this is the demo he had sent me. It was just him recording by himself.
Two wishes.
What did it say? It's like, is this song all about some girl in her milkshake that brings all the boys to the yard? Probably, bro. Probably, man. You know what? That'll be a question. If you come in on the live tomorrow/today, later on, what time is it? Honestly, we'll probably be doing it in a while, like 12, 13 hours from now. What do you say? Freddie Green on guitar from the Count Basie band. Yup. Are you a big jazz head, Matt? Big old jazzy boy. What does my Prophet tone sound like? Ooh, that's cool. I'm gonna turn that up for now. Oh yeah, I love this tone. You know what? Without even looking at what this patch is, I already know that this is the Mac DeMarco setting that I have. I already know. Let's see. DeMarco! Boo! I knew it. I knew it. Wurlitzer. Yeah, I like this blend. The Rhodes, the Whirly, and the Prophet is nice. You better believe it, lizard lips. I'm gonna find. I want to figure out a way to use my favorite jazz fusion lead synth that I have in here. I don't think the client's going to go for it. I don't think he's going to go for it because it's kind of wild. But it sounds like jazz fusion and it sounds like gospel. Where is this thing? It's so fun. It's so fun. If you're here, also like the live stream, please. That'd be fire. That'd be fuego. And super chat me, baby. Oh my gosh. All right, where is this jazz fusion lead wet? Hey, what's up, Jake? Bro, I have to like pull this way out. I cannot access my keys whatsoever right now. Ryan says that sound effect sounds sick, like something. Let me see this. Chromeo would use. Who's Chromeo? What kind of music is that? This is another cool one that I have. This one. This is the one. I don't know what it's actually properly called, but this is very jazz fusion-esque. Let me see. It's a DX7 patch. What is on this thing? Yay. Yeah, bro, I don't know. I don't even know. I just knew I was looking for this sound, and when I found it, I was like, nice. What is this? Sounds ridiculous. Bro, you know what it sounds like? You remember that 50 Cent song called Disco Inferno? Bro. Disco Inferno is crazy. You know what? What else? What else we got? I have so many good presets. Oh my gosh, what's happening? Logic, what are you doing? You just saw this, right? This big old box just populated on my thing. That's crazy. I have no idea where this box came from. And of course, once I close Logic, it goes away. You know what? I'm gonna pull this up. This is a live multi-track mix. I'm actually gonna have to get back into this. Aggregate and then back. Ching ching. Okay, cool. We're back. I don't know what happened. That was weird. I don't know why it cut out. Yeah. If you're here, you haven't liked the live, like the live. Subscribe if you haven't, and super chat me 2 cents or something. I don't know. Something crazy. Someone took a like back, bro. Someone's like, hell no. I'm taking my like back.
Brother Abraham, if you can come, I don't know if you can.
This is all live, baby. I'm gonna have to make this into a template. I hear how this sounds. Oh. That's hilarious. Now I understand what's going on. I'm glad I checked this. Literally just tanked the ship. Yeah, that's exactly what you were hearing. My voice is low? Is my voice still low? That's it here. Ah. Okay. You know what I'm gonna have to do? I know what I'm gonna have to do. I'm just gonna have to pull that down. This should fix that. So I don't think OBS has a master bus, so I can't really like adjust it the way I need to, but this should be fine now. Let's see. Check, check, check. 1, 2. Mic check. Talking. Mic check. Bada bing, bada boom. I guess it's just because it's that freaking loud. The actual thing is, I'll just bring my mic up more too, because why not? I guess it's just because it's that freaking loud. The actual thing is, I'll just bring my mic up more too. I guess I'm just gonna have to eat this stinking mic if I want to like have it that loud. Ha! Just hearing that loop back go into the mic and then go out to the stream is driving me freaking bananas. Alright, testing again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Mic check. 1, 2. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, that's about as good as that's probably gonna get for that. I'll just make sure to not talk during the track as much whenever I do things. I'm just glad I know. Alright, can my thing do what it needs to do now? Amazing. Sweet. Thanks, Ryan. I appreciate your willingness to let me know what's going on. This plugin for anyone who does audio, this is unreleased. If you don't have this plugin and you're in audio, you won't be able to compete. That's all I'm saying. It's not out yet. This is a cheat code. It's kind of dumb.
My time is now. My time is now. So I'll take a 'cause he's working it out.
Bro, it was so... I had to do so much to these vocals because this is like... This is live tracked. Is that gospel? It kind of is. It's like... It's gospel CCM-ish. Man. I had to do... This is what the original vocal is like. She's a good singer and everything. It's just that I had to do so much to get it to not sound like it was recorded in a gigantic thing with stage noise.
In and out, he's working. Make it personal. Say, I'm not next. Say,
that's the raw audio.
I'm not next. My time is now. My time is now. So I'll take 'cause he's working it out. He's working. One more time, that feels good.
Then the actual
blessing on blessing is finally happening.
That's the mix.
Blessing is finally happening.
Man, and there's like 6 other vocal mics. I had to... Man. It's way more difficult mixing live multi-tracks because it's recorded in situations that are so unideal.
Blessing is finally happening.
These are the background vocals.
Blessing is finally happening. Blessing.
Dude, if I took all the processing off of this, oh, it gets cooked real fast.
Blessing on blessing is finally happening.
That's the raw mics. Those are the raw mics. All that stage noise.
It's finally happening. Blessing on blessing. It's finally happening.
And the processing.
Blessing on blessing. It's finally happening. Blessing on blessing.
What else can you say? Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate you. Oh, then we have the choir mics here. That's the crowd.
So I'll take a breath.
It sounds like something Kanye is gonna sample next year, dude. This church, I actually mixed the sound there, and that's an original song from the worship band. I'm gonna tell them that you said that. It sounds like Kanye would sample this next year, bro. They're gonna be like, what? Heck yeah.
I hear your faith rising, sing it again, say
I take those crowd mics out. You need them.
He's working it out. He's working it out.
Liddy, man, this is man, these drums. It was really hard to get these drums sounding like this. I'm not even gonna lie. You know what? I'm gonna do a before and after of the drum processing. Actually, can I even do that? I don't think I can. It won't sound right. Yeah, I won't be able to. That sucks. Yeah, I mean, these drums still sound a little cooked because of the cymbals. Those are like the cheapest cymbals you can have, and they're all broken. I don't know. Somehow I was able to salvage that. Let me see what happens if I take off the overhead processing. Oh, you can hear it there. Man. Those cymbals need some help. I couldn't tell the bassist I did this to his bass though. He likes a very round sound. This was his original tone, just straight out of the gate. But I had to do this. It just fits better with the drums. Without it. Yeah, dude, the cymbals, it's very, you can't fix bad cymbals. And the thing about this being a live recording in a massive room is those cymbals are echoing throughout the whole room. All of those mics that you heard, all 7 of those mics are picking up bad cymbals. and then the rest of the drum kit mics are also picking up the bad cymbals. And, you know, the cymbals, that's like the top end, the sheen of a song and of the mix. So if that's not good, it's like, even if the other elements feel good, you can only have a threshold so high because it's so difficult to get that to gel right and feel really silky and smooth, because then it just sounds abrasive and like a tin can. Guitar tones, super good. The guitarist is a buddy of mine, and he's a crazy guitarist. He's great at tones too. The only thing is the tone just has so much reverb. I would have told him, please help me. Please help me and dial that back. Even just bass, keys, and drums. Even that is nice. Said, would you rather have reverb live like that or digital reverb after? Oh, well, the reverb from there, it's coming from his tone that is digital. But I definitely will always prefer being able to have control over the reverb, for multiple reasons. But like, as an audio engineer, I'm also a guitarist, and I know how to dial in tones, so I like to have that control. And, you know, what a guitarist thinks sounds cool as a tone sometimes doesn't work the best in the mix. Like, oh yeah, you have this big old washy reverb tone. It's like, well, that's cool, but when you mix it with everything else, now I can't do anything with it because it's taking up so much space. Whereas you have to find that happy medium of how does the tone sound and feel awesome, that in the same way that you were trying to achieve with that reverb or that, you know, big lush sound, but also dial it back enough to where, you know, whoever's mixing it has enough room to play and it's not going to like eat everything else. That part is hard. Well, you can't backwards reverb. It's there. It's literally there. You can't get rid of it. And any processor that tries to get rid of it sounds like it's trying to get rid of it. So it just sounds like booty cheese. It's terrible. That's why, like, whenever you're producing, obviously you have that leeway. But if I'm engineering a live session and doing all that stuff, then especially like in a church setting, the last thing I'm thinking about is the reverb on the guitarist's guitar. Until you have to mix it, and then you're just like, whatever. It's like, I'm also a guitarist, not trained by a professional, but I've played for years. Okay, nice. You still play? If you guys have just dropped in, say what's up. What are you guys doing tonight? Ask questions, chill, hang out. Like the live stream if you haven't yet. That'd be sick. I'd appreciate that. I would appreciate that. But yeah, it's crazy what a good mix bus chain does. If I just take the mix bus off. Put it back on. You know what? I should make a video about my honestly, just about the multiple mix buses that I use. This Goldfoss doesn't do much, but it does a lot, if that makes sense. Yeah, Goldfoss just does something nice. It just, having it like this, it tucks things in a nice way. Subtle, but it makes a big difference in the long run. I just love watching stuff like this to get creative. I have a good ear for notes, and kind of like you, I can pick up on bad tones, effects, and music. Sometimes I wish I would have got into that. Dude, get back into it. No one's stopping you. So, hey, if you want a place to start, my channel's chock full of this stuff. That's what I do. So, let me know if you have any questions or whatever. Pop in on a video and whatnot.
Is your testimony, blessing on blessing, is your testimony, blessing on blessing, is your testimony, blessing on blessing.
Yup. Yeah, this vocal chain, whoo boy. I guess who cares? I'll break this vocal chain down. Oh, this thing's a doozy. So we got Waves Tune, because I was taking the easy way out on this one. Then we got PSE, Primary Source Enhancer, getting rid of a good amount of the stage noise in between notes. This is a live recording, so there's a lot of weird frequency stuff that I have to get rid of. And this isn't the only EQ that looks like this either. There's more. There's more. Yeah, we're doing, what is that at? Like 6 dB cuts. Then we have WNS noise suppressor, which is also suppressing more of the stage noise. We have a little bit of RVox doing some compression. Also, we have a gate getting rid of the stage noise at very particular parts. C4 is clamping down, really just making sure this feels right. So like right there, if I were to play just that and this little band right here that's going off, if I were to bypass this, you'll really hear what's going on. E. So abrasive, then back on. Wonderful. That's living there. That's living there. Now this is the EQ that looks like it's really cooked, and it kind of is, but there's no cut bigger than -6, and these are dynamic bands that don't even hit all the way to 12. If I were to zoom this out to what it actually should look like, this looks really bad. It's really like this. It's mostly a bunch of dynamic stuff, but this is a big deal. This thing is doing a lot.
Your time is now. Your time is now. Sing it over yourself. Take a breath. Your time is now. Your time is now. Sing it over.
It just takes the edge off of everything. He said, I heard those little cymbals bleeding through into her mic. Yeah, bro, that's after doing a bunch. That's after doing a bunch of stuff. After all of this, getting rid of the stage noise. I'll go back to that one part and I'll take everything out. Take everything else off. You'll hear it.
Sing on the lesson. You're not next. Your time is now.
There we go.
Your time is now.
All better. And then right after that we have Clear. This thing is, it's only $99 or something, and this is probably one of the best plugins ever made in human history. I'm gonna have to make a video on that. You know what? This is my dedication to make a video on this plugin. This is so. It's like, I know, man, you compress the shit out of it. Oh yeah, I definitely compress the heck out of it, for sure. I love that's the thing you can't do with vocals live, is compress the heck out of them, because then you bring the noise floor up, and if you bring the noise floor up, then you bring, you know, the feedback. It causes feedback. It's just terrible. It sucks. One of the biggest things that I had to learn as a live guy is I couldn't make my vocals sound crispy and awesome. I had to just kind of live with them being okay. Because just the physics of sound is like, yeah, no, it's not going to work like that. Yeah, I'm going to make a video about this plugin. This video is too good. I mean, this plugin is too good to not have a video about it. You know what? I'm going to add that to the list of video ideas right now. You can see my video ideas here. Make video about Clear. There you go. And then going into that, we have this compressor. We got some more compression going on because we love compression. This one's just kind of shaving.
I'll sing it over yourself.
It's not doing that much.
He's working.
It's just there to like get some of the peaks.
Working. Make it personal. Say, I'm not next. Say, I'm not next.
Then this is for some sauce. This is just adding a little bit of high frequency sauce. And then we're clamping down on some more noise over here.
It's finally blessing on. It's finally blessing on. Blessing on.
And then we have our second. No, this is our first. This is our first reverb. Sorry. This is just the room reverb. So if I just take the rest of it off up to here.
Finally blessing. Hey.
It's a really short reverb.
Blessing, blessing, gone blessing.
But the thing about this reverb is the way it makes it sit in the mix. It's like, this is a cheat code to get your vocal to sit in a mix, right? I'm going to make a video about this reverb. I'm going to put that video there. Make video about Eventide 2016 stereo room reverb. Yeah, no, this reverb is really good. Like, I don't see anybody else use this thing, and it's amazing to seat a vocal in just right in the pocket. It's so good. After that, we got this de-esser.
Here's your testimony. Blessing on blessing.
You can see it engaged right there.
Testimony. Blessing on blessing.
And now we're sending that to the big reverb that you hear, the one that sounds cool.
Finally, sing it out. Stay. Blessing on blessing.
Then there's some dynamic stuff happening here. Come on, computer.
Blessing is your testimony. Blessing on. Is your testimony.
And this is doing some heavy lifting.
Blessing is your testimony.
Give it that top end.
Blessing on blessing.
Then cutting some mud. That just cleans it up.
Your time is now. Your time is now. Sing it over yourself. Take a breath. He's working it out. He's working. Make it personal. Say, I'm not.
Yep, that's all the stuff I had to do to take that vocal from what it sounded like to what it sounds like now. A good example, actually, of he said, why is it so good? I assume it sounds better into the rest of the tracks. That Reverb Stereo 2016 one, it doesn't sound that good by itself to my ears, why I ask. Oh, okay, I gotcha. So it's really good because of how it seats and sits the vocal. So I'm gonna take I'm going to take out everything up until that point, and I will get rid of the background vocals too, so you can really hear what it's, you know, doing.
Now, right? Yeah. Thank you, Jesus.
So before,
God's gonna do it for you.
this is without it.
Believe and receive. He's gonna do it for
Engage.
you.
I'm going to engage it over here.
From this moment on, this will be your song. God has done it for me, though you've been waiting.
Like, I don't know if you can tell how the vocal, like, without it, it's kind of sitting on top in a weird way. Then when you engage this one, it just kind of seats it a little bit to where the vocal pokes out in a weird way, but without it, this one just kind of takes it and it's like, let's just tie you in just a little bit. Like, you're not supposed to hear. It makes her sound less like she's singing through her nose to me. Is that weird? I mean, that could be what you're perceiving. Basically, those nasally sounding notes and the things that stick out like that end up not sticking out because of how this, just the way that it seats it. I don't know. It's strange.
Now I am singing.
Back out.
You're not next. Your time is now. Your time is now. So take a breath. He's working it out. He's working. Say you're not.
Yeah, and and now it compounds whenever I have everything else on. So you won't hear it as much whenever I take it in and out because now I have the rest, like the big reverb and all that. But it will sound like without it, you're gonna notice that it kind of sounds like, oh, here's a vocal with reverb on it. But with it in, it's like, oh, now it's like part of the band in a sense. Take it out. It's so subtle, but the way that it feels, like without it, it doesn't feel as right. Like it feels like, the vocal's sticking out kind of weird. But when it's in, it's like, that feels nice. I don't know. Because it's definitely not that reverb that you're supposed to hear and be like, reverb. It positions things. Heck, I might even just clip this thing and make it a reel or something. I don't know. Do the most with what you got. Right now it says that there's been a total of 125 views on this, and the average person has only been here for 1 minute. That's funny. You know what? I'm hungry. I'm gonna have a sour strip. Have you guys had sour strips? These are fire. You know, this can be ASMR. ASMR. Yeah. Someone walking in right now on this video is gonna be very confused about what's happening. I turn this fan off. Rip headphone users. Said right, it's called a reverb, but we're not exactly using it like a reverb. Right. When you think of a reverb, most people just think of a big, large sound, but all it is a space. And if you make that space sound really small, what it does is it gets rid of the directness of certain things. So If the vocal feels too direct, that's where, you know, that reverb comes in. Yeah, and then have those delay throws or whatever. There's another song that was in here. Oh, there's another thing I can do. So this is a this is the live mix from the console that I did literally like this was last Sunday. Heck, it was uploaded 3 days ago. I wish I did the multis for this, but this is literally the live mix from my console back there. Yeah, you look at this room. Like, that room is not sound treated. It's huge. Oh, is this not coming out at all? Ah, I know what it is. Check this out. Now I know what's going on. Where's my audio stuff? I hate this new thing. I feel like I can never figure out what's going on here. Oh, that's not what it's supposed to be. And there you go. Alright, we should have audio now. Let me hear it sound on this phone. Yeah, this is live on Sunday, and we didn't have a proper mic check for him. Like, it was maybe like 5-10 minutes, so I was like, I was stressing, bro. I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta make sure this sounds decent. That's why I wish that I was able to have had, said you mix CCM too, bro? Yeah, I do. I can mix CCM. I mixed a heck load of CCM. This is like CCM gospel / African Nigerian. Like, it's, I don't know if you can hear all of the influences in this. It went live. Like, this was, like, everyone was vibing in the room. So it's asking, how's the approach from what you usually mix? There's no different approach. Bro, can't you tell? I mix this like it's a metal song. Listen to these drums. Let me go back. All right, YouTube, come on, bro. What's going on? No, yeah, I definitely my mixing style in general is just very is powerful. I like my mixes to sound really powerful. But I actually have, I'm gonna find my, what's it called? So guitar needs to be louder. Well, the thing is on that particular moment, he was in the crowd and he was vibing really, really hard, and he was missing notes, so I had to keep him down. I had to keep him down. And that mix that's for the room. That wasn't me mixing it here in the studio. That was like me at the console mixing it for the actual room. So I didn't know what it was going to sound like if you were listening it to, like in headphones or whatever, which I'm surprised it sounded as decent as it did. What's it called? The actual there's another one that's in here that actually is the is CCM. I need to find this mixing philosophy. Here we go. There it is. This is straight up CCM. I guess I can make this bigger. This is for Easter. This is what's important about my job. I killed all the effects.
Lord Jesus, this song is forever yours.
That's the room. Sweet. Then let me check these comments. You're a front of house engineer at a church for Sundays. Chemica? Yes, I am. This was a church that I was at last year called Faith Family Church. I was front of house engineer there. And the video that I just sent to you, not just sent to you, sorry. The video that I just played a second ago from YouTube, that's the church that I'm currently mixing front of house at. And my that was my front of house mix that you heard going to the live stream. So I'm just like, it could sound way better if I was actually mixing it in here. And that room, since it's so reverberative and it's brutal. That room's brutal. I have to make some decisions that are not favorable in order to make things sound good, but yeah, that's one of the things I was dealing with. Ryan says, you make me want to listen to gospel with those drums being felt in the chest and everything sounding bright. That's my style. I like the low end to hit, and I like my top end to be nice and crisp and defined. If I were to describe my mix style, it's clarity and punch. Like, I want there to be punch, but I don't want to ever sacrifice clarity. Clarity is really, really important. And I know there's some people, they don't care about clarity. They just feel like they want mush, which is a vibe. There's nothing necessarily wrong with that if it fits the song. But usually I don't go that way. There's been a couple of songs where I've mixed that way because I'm like, the clarity thing isn't really what the song needs. But that's where you have to realize, okay, if what I want to do and how I hear the song is actually just going to be detrimental to the song, then you have to change the way that you would approach it. But a lot of the time I would say here, like for instance, it works. Like both of those examples, I mixed that at just the same way I would mix a metal band. No different. And I think it works especially for gospel and CCM because I think both need to be punchy. There's a lot of energy that needs to be there. Now would I mix a jazz record the same way? No. No. It's let me see. It's like any tutorial on mixing this kind of music. Subscribe, man. Like and subscribe, and you'll see the type of tutorials that I have on here. And I will be going live more as I'm doing this. So eventually, I want to bring this camera with me while I'm mixing live on Sundays and offer that as some of the exclusive stuff for the channel members. So if that's something you're interested, subscribe and chill and hang. It says, bro, dope to see you here, man. Oh, snap. You guys know each other? That's wild. Love that. It says, why do audio engineers always kill the effects when the spotlight is on the singer? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I do it. At least in this particular situation, if the spotlight is on the singer and it's an intimate moment, especially in a church worship environment, the effects, all it does is it ends up being distracting. Whereas if somebody's genuinely in worship and the people around you are in worship, killing all the effects, bringing the vocal down all the way to let the people in the audience, that's the key, let the people in the audience feel like they can sing without being judged, that the person on stage isn't caked up with a bunch of effects. They're just like you now. And as you could hear there, they're singing out like crazy. And in the song that I showed in Logic earlier, it was the same thing. Whenever it was a moment with, the entire church singing, when I did that live, I killed the effects. I took the actual lead vocal almost out of the room in that when I mixed it live, because for that reason. And those are those moments that when you're mixing it live, is you have to be able to respond to the energy in the room, the people that are actually there. That's a completely different skill, both on the audio side for live and just, from a spiritual sense, being able to get that you don't do in the studio environment. It's definitely a different thing. Uh-oh. I left my own live stream. What's happening? I ended up on a live stream that's what's going on? My phone is cooked right now. Musictron says it works. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. He says hello. Hello, my good sir. So clarity and brightness on the highs and allowing those bass notes to hit hard. What about the mids? You leave them untampered with. Well, I mean, you tamper with everything. But if I had to describe the way that I like to hear music, it's that I want clarity and I want power at the same time. The mids are the mids are more important than both. You can have, if your top end is nice and you have punch and your mids are terrible. No. The thing with the mids is you don't want your mids to feel harsh. You don't want your mids to be abrasive. Your mids that's the most sensitive area of the human ear, of human hearing, is the mid-range. So if something feels wrong in the mid-range, your ears will tell you about it. And that's one reason why I have these speakers here, is because these are incredibly honest and revealing, very, very particularly about the mid-range. It's super, super important. Mids are like the body of the sound. Yeah, the mids are like everything. That's why, if you hear something that sounds scooped, the idea of something being scooped means if this is the frequency spectrum, someone just scooped out the mids. Sounds terrible. Sounds absolutely awful. Heck, I can show you what that sounds like right now, actually. You just pull up that last song that we were just on and scoop the mids on the master. You'll hear instantly what I'm talking about. It sucks the life and the substance out. What speakers are you using? I am using the Amphion 118s. I love Amphions, dude. They're some of the best speakers that you can get, in my opinion. It's not just my opinion either. There's a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people use Amphions. So let's take this EQ. This is on the master. You can see right here, I have a pretty balanced frequency spectrum here. I'm gonna go ahead and dog water. Garbage. Even just that much. You take it out. Yeah, like that's a lot. Like that's a lot. If I were to have this and not be as mid-rangey, I'd probably do a broad cut like at 3 dB like that. Like I don't hate that. That's not terrible. I consider a cut like that to be an argument. Like, oh, you could argue that it could be listened to like that. But what I would say is a terrible argument is that. That would be just leave. Said great speakers for sure. Nice. Yeah, dude. Have you listened to Amphions yourself before? What do you use in Musictron? What type of stuff do you work on? Keeves Satmari. I hope I didn't destroy that. So do you edit multi-track drums in Logic too? Whenever I do edit drums, I do edit in Logic the multi-track drums when I do. This, I didn't edit this. This was all live. This was live at a church from off of the Behringer Wing console. He said, "Man, I need more mix practice like this." Yeah, dude, I have a lot of resources here if you want to check them out. Again, I have the members thing, and if you want like a free coaching call or whatever that comes with it, if you join, it's like you get a free coaching call, and then you have a bunch of live stream mixes for all of that. He said the Wing is goated. Yeah, dude, the Wing for the price is pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts. I will say, with the church that I'm at right now, where we're using it, I told them not to get the Wing because they're gonna outgrow it, and we've basically outgrown it in a month and a half. Because the church is growing and they want to do a lot of things with the board, which the Wing can do a lot of things, but you know, it's stepping into, we need like, you know, Yamaha Ravage, you know, Waves LV164 channel. We need more than 48 channels, essentially. We need more than that. And I need more than 16 buses, because we're using the Wing for front of house, monitors, and online. It's just stacked, bro. He says, I use a series of headphones like the Audezis. Oh, nice. Yeah, Audezis nice. Those are really sick. The headphones I got, bro, let me show you. Let me show you them headphones. Right. Here, good old Audio-Technica M50s. I haven't used them in a while. Da-da-dun-dun-dun. Is it Kev or Kev? I want to make sure I'm saying that right. I remember you commented on the last video. You said you do front of house live mixing too, right? And then we had done another one. This one actually had a little bit more editing. This is Trust Fall. I think I had it set on my outboard. it should recall the same. I think this is the standard outboard chain that I usually use, so it should recall fine. Let's see. Let's hope it doesn't dumpster fire right now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm stupid. That's exactly why that happened. The Goob 95, I love that name, said, I'm finishing songwriting and production at Berkeley. What are you doing here? I am, well, right now I'm just kind of going over some of the stuff that I got, going on here. But I initially was doing this live stream to do, what's it called? I was initially doing this live stream to show off the fact that I'm going to be doing another live mix tomorrow with a client, which that's eventually going to get archived and put in the members thing. So I make the live streams when I do them. I keep them up for maybe like 3 days, like those the main ones, and then I archive them. So I'm gonna have a client coming over tomorrow, and we're gonna be working on a jazz R&B fusion kind of thing. And I'll pull that song back up again. I had played it earlier, but I was making sure that everything's good with the live stream now. That way, when I do that tomorrow, we're set, we're good. This is just a more chill, laid back, we're hanging out, whatever. And I figured since everything's already set up, I'll do it this way, quote unquote, the right way. Musictron says, so if I become a member, do you have mixing tutorials that show you yourself mixing full songs like this? Yes, I have literally exactly that. Right now, I think there's 12 videos, and each one is like 2.5 hours long at least. So there's a lot of content on there. It's me mixing full songs, either from start to finish or from start to almost finish. And there's a series of 4 different videos that's actually starting the production of a song from, I think, the inception of the idea all the way towards where I mix it at the end. And it captures about a solid 85 to 90% of like the whole process, because I had the artist here for 3 or 4 days, and it worked really well. I want to do more like that, and I'm going to try to do that with the artist that's coming tomorrow. And for the next 2 or 3 sessions, I'm going to try to live stream those. That way it can be kind of like another, hey, here's kind of like another installment type thing. He said, sick man, like this career, dude. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's hard and it is thankless, but I love it. Naturally, you don't get into this unless you love the music, He says, what's your go-to DAW? My go-to DAW is what's it called? My go-to DAW is Logic Pro X. I love Logic. Everything else is just kind of like, I don't hate it, but I'm not going to use Pro Tools. It's too expensive, and I don't use it enough to justify buying it. And when I do need to use it, it's the very rare cases that I go to a studio that requires me to use it, but I don't do that very often. And when I do that, I just have the people who run the studio run Pro Tools while I set the mics, create the input lists, and do everything else. So where my trajectory is taken, I just don't really need to have it, I guess. But yeah, Logic Pro X is my choice. Then the group said, I'm thinking. Oh, he said, I'm in. Yo, bro, sick. Yeah, there's a complimentary coaching call or a free one-on-one. So whenever you join, select a time. And if there's not a time that works there for you, just let me know, and we'll get a time that works. But we'll be able to go one-on-one. You can show me whatever you're working on with your mixes and get some specialized tailor help, and then you can dive into the rest of the videos that are there. Sikemaka, David, how does one become better? It sounds good on my headphones, but dog water on my phone or my car. Biggest thing I'll tell you right now, your room. You gotta treat your room, man. You gotta invest in the sound treatment. Even if you don't have the best speakers, get some decent speakers, even if they're cheaper, some decent speakers, and treat your room. It's really like the decisions you make based on the environment you listen in are absolutely crucial, because you want to create an environment that if you know it sounds good in this environment, no matter where you take it, you know it's going to sound good. You want to create an environment like that. So acoustic treatment, these thingies over here, that's where you want to start putting your money in. Let me see. I'm looking at this. Pacific says hi. Hey, what's up, man? What you got going on? Kiwi says Pro Tools is not the industry standard anymore. Logic is dope. Yeah, Pro Tools is definitely not the industry standard. It's just that it is still, unfortunately, the standard if you want to go into a brick and mortar studio. It's annoying. It's really annoying. But it is what it is. What if I'm 100% on headphones? I would say that get some speakers still mix on headphones, but get some monitors in front of you. It's a different experience whenever sound is getting pushed out at you, because then it becomes a physical experience. It's good to mix in headphones, and I'm not saying you can't get good mixes in headphones, but I think your headphone mixes will actually improve once you have, studio monitors in front of you and you have a treated room. I think that will allow you to really hone in on your decision making when you're mixing, and will help you to basically just make better and more informed decisions. I think that'll really help. Super DI, yo, he's back. What's up, brother? What are your thoughts on the Avid S1, and can you recommend anything cheaper? The Avid S1, I've never used the Avid S1, but I have the S3, and I love the S3, and I know that the S1 has improvements over the S3 in certain ways. So if you can afford the S1 and you can benefit from the Yukon control in the S1, that would be my choice. I almost got 2 S1s and a dock over the S3, but I got a really good deal on the S3. The only thing I'm missing is I'm missing the jog wheel. I just really want a jog wheel so I can, we just fly over the session and everything, you know what I mean? He said, bro, I will like again. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. If you wanted something cheaper, my recommendation would maybe be the UF8. It's a decent control surface. Well, is it even cheaper? The UF8 might be the same price now. I honestly don't even know. I'm trying to think of what other control surfaces there are. For me, I was really just trying to look at the best. I was trying to find the best control surface, and I was quickly realizing that I didn't like many of the offerings. Like the console soft tube one, it's cool, but I don't like the fact that you have to put plugins all over your thing in order to use it. I was like, SSL UF8, it's HUI protocol. Once I learned about Yukon and what you can do with Yukon, I was almost like, I kind of don't want anything else if it's not Yukon. If I can't use U control, then I kind of don't want it. But yeah, that's just me. The Goob95 says, lots of people have Logic. I've had to use Pro Tools, and it was one of the most confusing things to get into, but now I'm comfortable with it. What's the benefit of Logic? For me, the benefit of Logic is I think it's logical. I think what you're wanting to do creatively, the program does for you in ways that it's not necessarily making creative decisions for you, but it's like, for instance, one of the biggest things is if you create an audio track in Logic and you just select bus 99, it creates bus 99 for you. Logic's like, oh, you're sending audio to a bus, the bus hasn't been created yet. Naturally, you're going to want to access the bus that you're sending this audio to and have it exist. Let me create that bus for you. Whereas I think in Pro Tools now maybe it does that, but for the longest time Pro Tools did not do that. You had to create an aux. So a lot of the things that my qualms had with Pro Tools are mostly gone now. It's just that now that I'm so integrated into Logic, years down the line, after Pro Tools is caught up and raised its prices and changed its pricing structures multiple times, it's just kind of like, if I had the money to throw away, I'd probably have Pro Tools, and I'd use Pro Tools every now and then. Yeah, that's the thing. Oh, fun fact for the people who are here. I got asked to be one of Travis Scott's engineers, and I actually kind of turned that down. And part of it was because you had to do Pro Tools, and I was like, I don't want to do Pro Tools. Because he, since I'm in Houston, Texas, it's Pro Tools 10 steps to do what? Oh, 10 steps to do one thing. Yeah, Pro Tools 10 did have 10 steps to do one thing, actually, though. Yeah, that was not very fun. And I honestly just, like, for instance, automation. I mean, you can hear it see it on the screen. Like, this automation just looks so much nicer and cleaner and more robust than Pro Tools automation. Like, even though there's a bunch going on, and this looks crazy like this because a lot of this is my fader rides from the console. Not console, whatever, control surface. And I don't know, it just looks, it's more aesthetically pleasing. It freaks me out less. The automation menu in that was strange. He said, I'd be too afraid to go to a Travis Scott concert after that Demon Time stuff, him and Lil Uzi, Vertical. Nah, I'm good. Yeah, no, that was the biggest reason why I turned it down. I did meet Travis. He's not terrible. I mean, he seemed cool and everything. I didn't really have anything against him. But yeah, like on the real, there is definitely, you can feel that there's something not right in that atmosphere. As nice as the studio is and was, and as crazy of an opportunity as that sounds for someone in my field to be able to do that, it felt really good to be able to, walk away from an opportunity like that. That was really good. He said the whole industry is like that, brother. Yep. Not all of it, but most of it. I've been in these rooms and in these, high profile people situations more times than I've talked about before, even to, my peers. And every time there's a flavor, there's like a flavor in the atmosphere that you can feel it. You're like, oh, here it is again. This is the darkness. There's something, tied to the darkness here. You can feel it. If you have any ounce of relationship with God or have any understanding of, the spiritual aspect of things, you can feel it. It's there. And it doesn't necessarily feel evil. It's just like fake. It's so fake. It's like, oh, here's this thing that looks wonderful, looks like it's going to be great, looks like it's everything you hoped and dreamed, all the money, all the fame, all the whatever, but that it's fake. That it was accessed illegally. And that tinge, like once you recognize it and once you're in other spaces like that again, you can point it out and be like, ooh, that's one of these situations. He said, let me see, I'm trying to see. It's like the goob you don't know. He said, no, I don't. What's going on? He's like, respect for telling this man. Yeah, for sure. Again, I have no flack against, Travis or any of the people who gave me, place that opportunity. I was praying about it, seeing, if that's something that I should do. That's ultimately why I just, kind of stopped replying to the opportunity and just kind of disappeared because I didn't feel peace about it. It's like the goob, they have a religion. That's what I'll say. Yep. Yeah, it's not good. C Chemical is like, once I feel that, I'm out. Yeah, no, that was one of the things. It was like, I was like, God, can you use me for good here in this situation to bring, shining light in the darkness? And then, I felt God was really telling me, he's like, nah, this isn't for you. And, oh man, you guys are going to love this. So this multi-track that I just showed you guys and the live stream that I showed you guys from the church, the music director, the one who's like in charge of worship, and he's the one on the keys, he was Diddy's producer. He used to be Diddy's producer. And part of his testimony is basically that he left and was like, yo, Diddy, I'm out. I sense the darkness. God's telling me to go and I'm not coming back. And Diddy's like, yeah, no, it doesn't work like that. I'm coming for you. Like part of his testimony was like he got out and, his family didn't get, basically axed or doxed by, the Diddy parade because he was, God told him, hey, it's time to go. This is not for you. And I remember whenever I was going through this whole thing with the situation and seeing, should I take this opportunity with Travis Scott and all that, I had to ask him, I was like, is there anything that, any redemptive thing about that? He's like, no, bro, No, he's like, it's all evil, it's all darkness, stay far away from it. Like, he was just so quick to be like, dude, no. He's like, no. Good to you for staying to your morals, man. I'm for sure subbing to you. You seem awesome. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. Sikemika says, God be like, nah. Literally, bro. God be like, nah. Like, exactly. Exactly. Bro, the fact that people can't see it by now is absolutely bizarre to me. It's in every video, almost every time hidden, and sometimes in plain sight. Oh, dude, it's always in plain sight. That's actually part of their rules, is it has to be in plain sight. Oh, what happened to the video? There it is. Part of the contractual obligation in the spirit realm is it has to be in plain sight. It's just that people... It's crazy that they can say it in plain sight and people will still be like, no. No. Man, I actually have a Christian YouTube channel, and I've been waiting for God to tell me when I should get back on that, but maybe I'll end up tying that into the music industry stuff and get clapped or whatever. So they believe in karma. Oh, they believe in some mumbo jumbo. It's real mumbo jumbo, but it's the bad mumbo jumbo. I'm gonna set this outboard here real quick. Ugh. So hopefully you can hear me. I have to remember how I actually routed this dang thing. I think it was 3.4 into 33.609. We got the yellow cords going to 5.6. Okay, they're going out 5.6 into my obsidian. Patch bays, guys! Yay! Left, right. Left, right. I did not even care about these colors. These colors do not match whatsoever. It's hilarious. Let me see these comments again. Let me see what y'all be chatting about. Okay. Isn't it insane? I mean, I've literally shown people proof. It's right there, and people will be like, they just want you to talk about it, or that it's just art. Exactly. And, you know, what's sad is the people doing it, they know what they're doing, and they know that most of the people don't have the mental capacity to be able to believe it, because it requires a paradigm shift in somebody's way of thinking and beliefs, and that paradigm shift is too great for somebody because it completely usurps the entire way that they perceive the world. And once that becomes undermined, they crumble. So it's just easier for people to just ignore the stuff because it's too challenging for them to grasp. Their reality would just fall apart. It's like, I'm like, no, Mariana Abramovic and Lady Gaga is not just art. Facts. I've been struggling pretty bad a few days now with God, feeling like he's there and just feeling that connection I had before. This is refreshing to hear you speak out. I'm off to bed. Good to meet you. Yeah, dude, I'm really glad that that you popped in here. That so many, you know, brothers popped in here. That's like super awesome. That's super, super awesome. Yeah, man, just keep praying. I know that, you know, if you've given your life to Christ, the one thing is that you can always rely on is that his word is true. So even when you don't feel him, even when you don't see him working, he's always working. He's always there. Our feelings are just a blip in a moment in time. God's word never passes away. So anytime I'm feeling, you know, like I'm not close to God or whatever it is, I'm like, well, the word says this. And I know that that's true. And then once you realize that, then you actually start to, again, paradigm shift. You get to see everything. So, oh, God is near. I saw him here, I saw him here, I saw him there, I feel him here. And then you start to, you know, feel that connection again. But you can't believe the lie that, the enemy will tell you, and that your flesh will tell you that God's not there, he's not near you, even if you messed up. Said, wouldn't be surprised if somehow it's made its way into the Christian industry. Oh, it definitely has. It definitely has. I don't know if you consume any Christian YouTube, but some people like Marcus Rogers, Pastor Marcus Rogers, will talk about the Christian Illuminati. It exists. Kirk Franklin is basically Christian Illuminati at this point. I won't go out on a limb and say other people, but I know people will say like Lecrae or Dante Bowe and people in Maverick City. I'm not there to judge that, but I can tell. Kirk Franklin, that bro fell off. Something ain't right with that guy. There's a lot of wolves in sheep's clothing. Prophet Lovi Elias, Christian Illuminati, and that's the thing, Christian Illuminati. It's the same thing. And what's that guy's name? Not Mike Todd. The guy who can't remember his name. I hate to say this, but people know him as like the pastor that cusses. I can't remember his name. It'll come to me later. But yes, good night, Goob. Have a good night's rest. I know it's late. It's like 3:22, which is nuts over here. Says, brother, you're awake. This is so refreshing. That's true Christianity. Yeah, it's always difficult to be able to talk about these things with a lot of people, and it's kind of like, like you can almost know in like 5 seconds. You're like, I can talk to somebody about this, and then the other times you're just like, I can't talk to them about this. It's not anything wrong with the people. It's just that's how bad and evil the agenda is. It's just that bad to where people are Stockholm syndromed and they can't like it just hurts too much to come to terms with what's actually in front of us. Does that mean that we live in fear? No, God did not give us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. So it's not that big of a deal. But it's important to be aware of it, which most people aren't. I think I have this patched in now. Uh-oh. What's going on? Bro. What is happening? What's happening, brother? This is really weird. Did I do something wrong? Oh. No, I have this routed right. The heck? Wait, no, I don't. That's why. I guess I won't be able to actually play this through the outboard. I'm gonna have to bypass this. It's whatever. I will trust you. I will trust all to your loving arms. I trust in you, Lord. I trust in you, Lord. I trust in you. This was another live track, the same guy. I'm trusting you, Lord. I just don't have my mix bus compressor on it because I can't now. Come on, sing it on one trust for. I'm trusting you, Lord. I can't even have it on the drum bus. That sucks. I
Though you slay me, I will trust you. And though you slay me, I will trust you, Jesus. And though you slay me, I will trust you.
I was looking at the comment when Cinematographer is like, God be like, nah. God really do be like that though. That was hilarious. Yeah, this was I wish I could have my mix bus on this, but I can't very easily because I'd have to send it and route it out and do whatever. It says, what are you doing now? It's like, oh, I was just showing this this track. This is another live multi-track from the Behringer Wang. Also had to go crazy on the processing.
I will trust you. I will trust all to your loving arms. I will trust you.
Soothe, baby.
I will trust you. I will trust all to you all the time. And though you slay me, I will trust you. And though you slay me, I will trust you, Jesus. And though you slay me, I will trust you. I will trust all to your loving arms.
Does that help? What do you need help with? Hey David, what are you doing? I was just playing through this live multi-track session.
And though you slay me, I will trust.
No, I'll take everything off. I'll show you what it sounds like. Nothing.
And though you slay me, I will trust you, Jesus. And though you slay me, I will trust.
Oh, that's after. That's not even the raw vocal.
I will trust all to your love.
I just said your name, bro.
I trust in you, Lord. I trust in you, Lord. I will trust you.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I never ended up playing the other track that I'm actually gonna. Gotta do this. Now we should have it back again. I'm gonna have to do the same thing for dude, it's so stupid. I don't know why Logic basically makes it have to refresh and do all that. It's just dumb. But yeah, this is the song we're working on tomorrow that's going to actually be the real live stream.
Baby, you're my new favorite.
It's not mixed or mastered.
And maybe
it's not the final tracks.
I've been taking too much, I'm hazy. Thought I swore off the stuff, this is crazy. Am I falling in love? Give me a hit of your sweet little lips. Make me submit to the curves of your hips. The morning is distant, abandoned commitment. Tonight you're my missus, I'll bathe you in kisses. A sweetie and a genie, cause you grant all my wishes. A meeting that is fleeting, give some bliss to existence. Toxic, but I keep coming back. Obnoxious, but she warms up my bed, I'm cautious. Heart is under attack, thoughtless. Get me out of my head.
So tomorrow, primary objective is making sure this area, the bridge, we fill this out. He's been writing vocals for that, and the thing I've been thinking about doing is I might take out the saxophone. I don't hate it, but I think I like the vibe of the song without the sax.
Give me a hit of your sweet little lips. Make me submit to the curves of your hips. The morning is distant, abandoned commitment.
I feel like it vibes better.
Tonight you're my missus, I'll bathe you in kisses. A sweetie and a genie, cause you grant all my wishes. A meeting that is fleeting, give some bliss to existence. Top
moo. Moo. Y'all see that meme of that dude or that video to where you have to like go moo or moo? Y'all know what I'm talking about? I hope someone knows what I'm talking about. What song is this? This is the song that I am going to be working on with my client tomorrow/today. Literally in like 12 hours. Oh man. Yeah, 12 hours is going to be crazy. But yeah, I went over it earlier. He said, yeah, like that meme. Yeah. He gets it. Moo. Hey. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Bass. Yeah, like just that and the guitars is nice. just this could just be Minecraft music. This just makes me want to go mine for diamond. Alright, here with sax and without sax. So this is with sax.
Give me a hit of your sweet little lips. Make me submit to the curves of your hips. The morning is distant, abandoned commitment. Tonight you're my missus, I'll bathe you in kisses. A sweetie and a genie, cause you grant all my wishes. A meeting that is fleeting, give some bliss to existence. But I keep coming.
And then no sax.
Give me a hit of your sweet little lips. Make me submit to the curves of your hips. The morning is distant, abandoned commitment. Tonight you're my missus, I'll bathe you in kisses. A sweetie and a genie, cause you grant all my wishes.
Yeah.
A meeting that is fleeting, give some bliss to existence.
Like, they both sound good. It's just that I think for the vibe of this song, the sax kind of like, I don't know, it just changes the vibe. I think this vibe fits more. Bro, I'm biased to the sax. I played the dang thing for the song. I'm biased to it. I'm just like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It doesn't sound bad. It's not stealing the show away, but I like how emptier it feels. It feels more, I guess, in line with like the jazzy, you know, like more stripped down thing. But that's what I'm going to talk to the artist about tomorrow. So when we're streaming this in literally 12 hours, that's probably going to be one of the first questions I ask him. Like, all right, bro, what do we do about this sax? What are we doing? Where's it? The guitar upstrokes. I do need to take the reverb down on these. Well, it's about to be 4 in the morning, so I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I appreciate you guys tuning in and hanging. For those who want to, become a channel member, like, subscribe, all the pleasantries. Thank you guys for tuning in and doing all that. Peace.